Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Uh, Everybody has one of these videos, so it's definitely going to have to be. I have to address this at least once. And straight up, when it comes to this kind of this very topic, this very issue, normally I just don't care. Normally it's not an issue I ever want to cover, but in case somebody wants to know what I'm down with, or what I'm against, or what I'm for, or whatever. I straight up think that this topic has gone on too long. I honestly do. I think enough is enough. I don't really think anybody cares so long as everybody is straight up honest. Myself personally, I favor folks that are more that play the video games more than they do the other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Am I against the other stuff? No. But so long as you're honest about it, so long as you drop it down in the description below, or you have it stated nicely and neatly in your bio. It's like, did you come here for games? Well, we only got like 2 gaming videos, but the rest of it is a bunch of twerking or stripping or boob tubing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're straight up with people, if you're honest, I don't think anybody will care. Nobody will complain. Just cut that argument out of there, because these videos right here, people complaining about this shit, annoys me. It really does, because this doesn't really address any issue that's really going on. And this goes back to, this is an extension of the fake nerd or real nerd bullshit that was going on back in the day. I honestly just don't care. If you find somebody that's doing stuff you don't like, you just unsubscribe, or you just don't watch the show. You know what I mean? 5 minutes in, you'll find out exactly what it's about. You know what I mean? Everybody knows who they are and what they're about. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say. I do think that there should be some rules put up about it, like on any channel, whether it be Twitch or Vimeo or YouTube or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? I do think that there should be some rules. Like if folks are trying to engage in that, they must have at least 10 video game videos for every one video that's just got nothing but twerking or stripping or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Like, I think there should be a limit put on that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, you know, because honestly, let's be realistic. Some girls, they do that shit. They just feel like strutting their stuff some days. You know, that's just the way some chicks are. Others, they're just more homebodies. They kick back in sweats, and they don't even turn on the selfie cam or whatever. That, you know what I mean? And you know, that's fine too. Some people like to play cosplay. That's fine. Again, I don't really think anybody cares, so long as if you are honest about it and you tell people straight up in your description box or whatever. You give people a heads up on what you're about. I honestly think nobody will care, because a lot of this shit, it has to. I do think it needs to be a limit. I think there does need to be a limit about it, because there's just way too many freaking videos of people complaining about this shit, and I'm like, why are you complaining? That's number one. You can watch, or you don't have to watch. You can sub, or you can unsub. Seriously, I mean, you have those button options right there. You know, and if it's on Twitter or whatever, you have the chance to block or not block or what. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. And this is how long it took before we got to the end of that. It took almost 4 minutes just pressing one button in one direction before we got to the end of whatever the top setup was of that one question up there. 4 minutes. Ladies and gents, I think it's time that some kind of rules got in. You know, not, you know, just kind of sort of general community rules. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be hardcore like a rule set in stone. Just straight up, you know, community rules. Like straight up, you know, if you're all about cosplay but you're not about the rest of stuff, then just do cosplay and straight up say it as it is. Say, you know, just call it for what it is. You know, don't just sit there and toss up nerd and gamer and all this other stuff when we don't see that shit. All we're seeing is your boobs or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I personally just don't really care. To me, that's fine. I know I'm subscribed to Jessica Negri. I know I'm subscribed to like several other nerd girls or geek girls that sometimes get fan mail, sometimes get hate mail, and you know there's a bunch of teenage fools that are watching them for other purposes. We don't know why. Well, we do know why, but you know, it's not, you know, it's enough to make you sick. Other stuff we know it's just advertisement, professional advertisers trying to figure out a way to score an audience, or it's clickbait or whatever. You know, like this thing, you know that's a professional photo shoot. You know what I mean? That image right there. You know that's a professional photographer nonsense, because everything's just too perfectly set up and the hair is just too perfect, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, I don't think anybody will care so long as everybody is honest. And that's like the number one thing, straight up. Just don't lie, don't be playing around about who you are and what you're about, you know what I mean? Because I've seen all kinds of weird nonsense online, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of weird nonsense, but so long as we as a community get together and just lay down some freaking rules, you know what I'm saying? I think this whole argument, this whole shit will go away, and you know what I mean? But that's just a thought for right now. Because right now, I'm not inclined to do serious news today, and I really don't want to. Because I think it's just going to be a gigantic waste of time. Hopefully I don't get any hate mail, but we all know anybody that touches this topic. Like right here, that's a professional photo. Or they're trying to be. They're advertising shit, and we know it. It's clickbait. And that's probably the number one rule that most of us that have been around here for a while, that, you know, we're kind of sick of the bait and switch, the bullshit. We're kind of tired of hearing the same arguments and the same BS carry on for longer than a 5-year period. You know what I mean? It's like straight up, this whole fake nerd, fake gamer, or whatever the hell, it's been going on for longer than 10 years. And ladies and gents, it's time to put it to an end. So I suggest just coming up with your own rules, and that should be the next video or whatever. You know, maybe that should be the next video trend. Rules for fake gamer girls. We don't care if you're fake or not. Just fucking tell people what it is. If you're still trying to claim some gamer credits, have 10 gaming videos per twerking video or stripping video or whatever the hell it is, you know. But throughout the week, have at least 10 videos before you do one of those other videos where you're showing us the goods. Because don't get us wrong, we all love the goods. We all like the fact that women will do that kind of shit on a whim some days when they're just feeling like hot stuff. But come on, enough's enough. You know what I mean? You know, because I'd rather see a video like that. You know, it's like, here's some rules for some of you guys out there that you know you got your stuff, you know you look great, so there's no sense in hiding it, but at the same time there's no sense in just going a little bit too far. And you know, or if that's all that you're about, then straight up be realistic and just tell people in the description, this isn't about video games, this isn't about strategy, this isn't about how to do this isn't about how I play or how I play versus these people, or this isn't about how this game went, this isn't about the stats or the score or any of this. This is all about me. Tell people what your shit's about. Anyway, that's just me on this little topic, and I'm going to bail out since I've spent way too much time on it. We're not even going to let this go for 10 minutes. Screw this topic. I've had it up to here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's make the community better again. How about that? So this is the first setup. No more bitching and complaining. Just set up some rules and be done with it. You know how you do top 10 videos? Top 10 things I like, top 10 things I dislike. Do it here. This is the Fox Gibson, and this is the most I'm going to do on this shit. This is the only video that's going to be on this shit. Good luck to all. Peace out.